This is a video showing how to make a proper cytology smear. Making proper cytology smears are important as the quality of the smear actually will be important when reading the smear. First thing, we have to label the slides. The slides here are already labeled with the test patient and a second identifier, which is usually the medical record number of the patient. When we have once we have the slides ready, work on our procedure. I'll first show you the way to properly do it and the way not to do it. So the first thing is we have our material ready on hand, and usually we put the drop that we have acquired from the patient somewhere 2/3 the way in the slide container, like this. Then slowly with the second slide we put it on top of the first slide gently without really pressing, and we pull it slightly without again pressing. As soon as we do that, one of the slides goes into the alcohol container, which is going to be stained with the Pepanicola stain. The second one will be a diff quick. So the first slide is ready. It's not thick, it's not too thin, it's just right. I'll show you what not to do. Once again, putting it in the center somewhere, the material. Get a little bit more of our specimen. So if we press too much like this, we'll have the cells being squished, and it would be very difficult to read. And if we immediately lift it like this, then the cells will be clotted in certain areas, and again it would be very difficult to read also, so we don't want this. The other thing, once we've done the smear, we want to put it in alcohol immediately, because if it's air dried and then fixed in alcohol, then the cells have a certain artifact, again making it very difficult to read, so we don't want these slides. Another way of not to do it is, put the material right in the middle, or 2/3 the way. We kind of want to give a gentle push. We said we didn't want to push it too hard. We kind of don't want to make these hesitation marks like these, because then again the cells clot in certain areas, and then that makes it difficult to read for the pathologist or the cytotechnologist who is going to be reading it. So once these slides are all done, we have to wait for the alcohol put the alcohol fixed slide in the alcohol, as we said, and then wait for the air-dried smear to dry before we actually put it into the containers, into the plastic containers, to be sent to pathology. Because if it doesn't dry, it's going to be sticking. And also there's slots. They need to be put in individual slots. The specimen size shouldn't be facing each other, because then they would stick. We don't want that either. Also, once again, the slides all should be individually labeled. Labeling the containers for all the slides is not an acceptable way of labeling. Once the slides are ready, of course we have to fill out the cytology requisition form with from whom we acquired it from, the patient's age, the site, as well as the requesting physician. This alternatively could be performed electronically using the EPIC method. So that was how to perform a good slide smear.